Hello everybody, welcome back to another weekly vlog. I was gonna say another planty video, but wrong channel. We are on the vlog channel. This is going to be a weekly vlog. So yes, glad we got that covered. Thank you so much for joining me. It is currently Monday evening, 6:59 p.m. I've got the mood light going. I'm trying to channel the cozy vibes. I should be drinking my bedtime tea and winding down right now, but I am actually drinking my favorite root beer ever, the Phillips Intergalactic root beer. It is so freaking good. I love this stuff so much. So currently having that as a little treat. And I thought that I would start this vlog with the unboxing that I spoke of in the last vlog, but then I didn't actually end up getting to it. So I have an Amazon package to unbox that I'm really excited. And then I also have a surprise package from Tropics Narcotics, which make my favorite like planty themed clothing. They have really cool designs. Actually, I'm wearing one of my shirts from them right now. I love them so much. I have a lot of their stuff and they do gift it to me, so I'm so lucky for that because it's just like perfectly my style. Like as soon as I saw the designs that they had, I was obsessed and I was going to place an order immediately, and then they literally reached out to me, so I feel very lucky for that. So it was really nice of them to send something over. Also, speaking of unboxings, I'm not gonna have a book of the month unboxing this month, which is kind of crazy because I tend to go wild with book of the month every month. But that's exactly why I skipped September. It wasn't because I didn't like the picks. I would have picked Mad Woman and Sleep Tight probably. I am definitely curious about the Coco Mellor's book, Blue Sisters, but I don't know why I do know why. I'm always kind of put off of sister stories because I don't have a sister and I'm sad about that. Like I'm so jealous of people with sisters. Like one of my friends, Shannon, she has two sisters. She's the middle. She has an older and a younger sister, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I'm so jealous. Not that I have to relate to every story I read, but I don't know, it just feels like that book is meant for someone with sisters. But I've heard that that one is really good as well, so maybe I will read it one day. Long story short, I did not order from Book of the Month just because I have so many books to read, and I'm going to be not like going on a book ban or anything, but I'm just, because I don't really even buy that. I mean, I get the Book of the Month every month, and then sometimes I do get some extra books, but I have so much to read on my shelves, and I really just want to prioritize reading the books that I already have because I want to get to them all. You know what I mean? Every time I add more books, it's like I only read like 5 books a month. So yeah, I'm just really going to be focusing on reading the books that I already have. And I literally have like so many incredible books on my shelves already. I actually think later in this vlog, we're going to be organizing my books. That's something that I really want to do, is just kind of organize my shelves, make everything nice, tidy, and cute. So yeah, I think that will be a fun thing for us to do together this week. There's going to be so many jump cuts because I'm literally just belching up a storm over here. It's freaking soda. Okay, hopefully that's going to be all right. I guess I'm going to start with the Tropics Narcotics stuff. So the first one I already kind of showed in my last vlog. I am in love with this hoodie. You know, where I grew up, we call hoodies bunny hugs. And I think that that's so cute, and I always want to say it, but then people literally don't know what I'm talking about. So whatever, this is a bunny hug, okay? So it says Monstera in the like Metallica font. You know, I've seen this a few times in the planty world, but this one is so cute. Look at the back, the art on it. And then probably my favorite part is the sleeves. I just think that they're so fun. And I love this color, like this like Kelly green. I love this so much. So yeah, and this was oversized on me when I wore it the other day, which is part of the reason that I really wanted to wear it to when we went to go to Beetlejuice. Oh yeah, it's an XL. So this is like oversized and cozy on me, and it's just perfect. And I'm so glad, like they literally know me. They know that I love to wear things oversized. So I was just so happy when I put this on, and it was so just cozy fitting. So that's the first thing. Love it so much. That's the only thing that I've like looked at or taken out of this package. I did rip it open, but I have not pulled anything else out. So I'm just gonna pull the first thing. I think the rest is all just t-shirts. Oh my gosh, is this an orchid? What? That is so cool. This must be an orchid. I've never seen them do an orchid before. What the heck? That is so good. This is literally giving Stranger Things. Like, it looks so weird. I love this so much. The colors are stunning too. That's so cool. Looks super trippy. That must be whatever like species this is, or genus or whatever. But that is so sick. Oh my gosh. This is so different than anything else that I have from them, so that's really, really cool. It's so crazy looking. Okay, next. It's pink. It's literally pink, you guys. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, this is different too. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is so cool. I love that they're kind of branching out and trying some different stuff. Look at the back. Okay, I don't know what this says. Let's try to decipher. It's in this like, whatever this is called. This like hardcore metal font. My boyfriend might know. Pais? What does that say? You know how to decipher this. Oh, whoa, I just realized it's like a spine on the back.
Yeah, the last...
Look at the back.
yeah, spine and an eyeball and mascara leaf. No, that's an ethereum leaf.
Anthurium, yeah, you even knew before I did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Can I see that? There's an E at the end. It's something R...
Rare? Rare? Rare.
Yeah.
I think it's rare.
Yeah.
Because this is like a rare Anthurium.
Yeah, it is rare.
Oh wow, that's so cool. Woohoo. Cute. Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, I figured it out. Okay, my printer is currently printing something for him, so hopefully that's not too noisy, but I'm pulling out the next one. Ooh, it's another... Oh my gosh, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same, but in a white and black design. That's so cool. I love this. I love this one a lot. This is really, really neat. Okay, the next one I'm pulling out, I can see that it is yellow, and one of my favorite shirts that I currently have from them is also yellow. I really love when they do like the colored tee, because for a long time they just had black and white options. So yeah, it's really cool. But now I have like a pink from them and a yellow. I was just wearing it the other day and I'm obsessed with it. This is like a brighter yellow, and I think I know what this is already. Oh my gosh, this looks so sick. I love these colors so much. Like, it's so bright. So this is I think this is a Monstera Burley Marks Flame, sorry. And the artwork is literally stunning. I don't know how, like, the print quality on their stuff is just so, like, it's so vibrant. And also the shirt quality is super like high as well. Yeah, really, really nice garments. So there's the Monstera Burley Marks Flame, so pretty. And then I think that this is the last one. I know what this one is. I've seen this. Oh my gosh. I literally was tempted to order this, but then I restrained myself because I was like, I have so many shirts from them already. I did not know that they were going to be sending me this package though. Okay, this is so sick because this is their first Hoya shirt that they've done, and it has Hoya in bloom. How pretty is that with the skeleton? And the word Hoya, it looks like it's like bones. Like this is, wait, is this supposed to be his hand? I don't know, but it looks like it's bones. That is just like so, I can't see how much you can see, but it's a really, really cool shirt. I think the front and the back are the same, are they? Yeah. That's stunning. How stunning. So, so cool. Oh, I'm so excited that I have this one. So cute. I feel so spoiled whenever they send me a package. I literally like live in their clothes. Like I'm almost always wearing one of their shirts. So yeah, that is really, really nice. Okay, next we are going to move on to the Amazon box, which looks like this. Now this is actually something that I pre-ordered like months ago and I have been expecting it. So wow. Oh my gosh, this is huge. Oh, I knew it was going to be big, but wow, I'm so excited. Okay, so this is a new cookbook called Big Vegan Flavor by Nisha Vora, who is Rainbow Plant Life, who is the like creator of almost all of the recipes that I make. I'm literally obsessed with everything that she comes up with. I'm subscribed to her meal plan. Like whenever y'all see me doing meal prep and stuff, it's her meal plan, and that's part of the reason that I can't link a lot of the recipes, because it's like, you know, behind a paywall. Whenever I do make a recipe that I can find online, I usually will try to link it down in the description. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. This is the new cookbook that I've been waiting for. I'm so excited. She's been working on this for like over 3 years, I think she said, and yeah, she is just so talented. Like literally all of her recipes taste restaurant quality. Like I honestly feel like when I am cooking at home from her meal plan or from her recipes, it is better than what I would get if I were to order from a restaurant. So yeah, I love her so much. I love supporting everything that she does. I have her, she has an Instant Pot cookbook as well. I have that one. That's the one I used to make the baked beans in the last vlog. So yeah, I just highly recommend her recipes, and of course she is here on YouTube, so you can get tons of recipes for free on there or on her website. She has all the recipes written on there as well, so I will link her, of course. I'm just a really big fan. We popped into the bookstore just quickly after we played pickleball yesterday morning because we wanted to grab a coffee, and so of course I just had to poke around in the bookstore a little bit, and I saw in there, I always like to look at their like featured books for the month. They have like staff picks and like whatever featured books, and then this one was on the display and it was a staff pick for cookbook of the month, and I was like, no way, that is so cool. So yeah, I just got really excited about that. If anybody is curious or wanting to get more into plant-based eating, I get questions all the time of like, oh, like I don't know where to start, or I need tips or whatever. I think that this cookbook would be a really good resource because it's not only a cookbook, like she said, it includes so much other stuff. There's like, you know, a whole section just of the basic principles that just like breaks down how to shop for ingredients, how to layer flavors. There's a section on like different types of salt. Like she's very thorough. How to maximize flavor. This section is all plant sources of umami, and there's like pages. Soy sauce and tamari, nutritional yeast, miso, aged balsamic vinegar. Like there's just so much. Plant sources of acid, cooking with citrus zest, creating irresistible textures. There's a whole section on herbs. Like it's very, you know, optimal food storage. Like this is freaking amazing. I'm so excited to look through this. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. I highly, highly recommend anything that she puts out anywhere, honestly, on any platform, any cookbook, anything like that. She's the best. Okay, I know this is getting kind of long, but the last thing that I want to chat about this evening is my current read, which is Brutes by Diz Tate. I started this yesterday and I am like a third of the way through, more than a third actually. I'm on page 117 and there's, I think, just under 300 pages in here. Yeah, 291 or something. So I'm kind of flying through this. I read 100 pages yesterday, which is kind of crazy because I don't normally read 100 pages a day. I mean, that's awesome. Good for me. Yesterday was Sunday, and I didn't have a lazy day. Like, we were out pretty much all morning, played pickleball, went to Costco, walked the dogs, got home in the afternoon, finished up the weekly vlog, posted it, and then I started reading this book. So this has been an interesting journey so far. It's kind of giving exactly what I thought it was going to give, which is so crazy because I feel like a lot of the times I have like expectations in my head of what the writing style is going to be like, or like what the feel of the novel is going to be. And, you know, sometimes it's completely different. But this, when I started reading it, I was like, this is literally exactly how I thought it was going to be. In a good way. I am enjoying this. I think that the back blurb must have done a really good job of reflecting what the inside of the book is going to be like. Okay, so quick little summary of what Brutes is all about. The setting is Florida. It is hot, sunny, sticky, and a little bit sinister, honestly, is the undertone of this novel. So the story opens up with a 14-year-old girl called Sammy who goes missing. So this whole kind of like suburban neighborhood is out. It's like a community search. Everyone is out and about looking for her. And we're following this group of 13-year-old girls who we get the impression that they're just kind of trying to like act normal that day. And we kind of, yeah, I guess get the impression that they maybe know something about the disappearance. This book does time jump. The way that this is written is very like artsy and poetic, I guess. Like, this almost reads like poetry. It's like really short, descriptive sentences. Like, this is not written like a typical novel. If you like a lot of dialogue and like a really straightforward plot, I do not think that you would like this. The writing style of this is right up my alley, so I'm super happy about that. Obviously, I read 100 pages in one day. Anyways, it gives us kind of like a past and present, but it doesn't tell you when it's going from past to present, so you just have to kind of like figure it out. Like, there's no like headings or anything. But anyways, it kind of time jumps, and so we find out that this group of 13-year-old girls had this kind of obsession with Sammy before she went missing, and it just kind of takes us through like all of these kind of like random moments in these 13-year-old girls' lives and all of the freaking trouble that they get into. They're kind of scary, honestly. Like, I would call them mischievous, but I feel like mischievous is too playful of a word. It has a very just like, I feel like if you enjoyed Ellen Hopkins when you were a kid, you might like this. This also has a very almost like Bunny-esque, like Bunny by Mona Awad kind of feel to it. It has the kind of like hive mind thing. Like, it says we, but it's talking about the whole group of girls. Like, it's like we this, we that, and it's talking about like all of them, like a collective experience of girlhood as these like kind of troubled 13-year-old girls. Let me read. Let's see what I've dog-eared here. So there's this weird like star search thing where, I don't know, all these suburban moms like want their kids to be the next like it celebrity, whatever. So they like run these like talent things and like this star search thing at the mall. And it's talking about this guy that I guess he's the person that runs them. Yeah, it says he ran all the Star Search schools in Florida. It says, sometimes he came by to watch the dance classes, and we noticed how our mothers, watching us, tightened up as soon as he slid in the door. We hardly ever heard him speak. He watched. Very rarely we heard him shout at our mothers, and though it was rare, we remembered each raised word. Late payments, a door left unlocked, a dirty streak on the mirror. We copied his style when we fought with our mothers, and it always made them cry. We wished they would fight back and beat us, but when we acted like men, we always won. Anyways, I'm really curious to see where this goes. Like, I have no idea what's happened to this girl, but I think that there's going to be some dark secret revealed just based on the back of the book. It's kind of a weird book to read because it's normally I read books with like, you know, not very many characters and you really intimately know those characters and you're kind of inside their head. But with this book, it's almost like you're floating above this group of girls. Like it's like a bird's eye view. So it's different from what I normally read in that aspect as well. Yeah, really interesting book. I noticed that it doesn't have a really high rating on Goodreads, so but that's not anything that I can like. I'm kind of taking Goodreads ratings less seriously. If you're looking for something that has like dark girlhood, honestly, this gives me Ethel Cain vibes. Like, this gives me Ethel Cain vibes for sure. But yeah, definitely just a weird one. Okay, good morning. Actually, it's literally noon. It's literally noon. I'm getting such a late start today. I mean, not a late start to the day, because I got up at 6 o'clock or just before 6 o'clock and I did some just like chill, you know, email answering, that kind of stuff. And then we had to head out to pick the stain that we're going to be using for our fence because that's going to be happening pretty soon. Our neighbor across the street is a painter, bless, so he's going to be helping us with that. But yeah, we had to go to the paint store, and then I don't know, I've just been doing random things. I filmed a reel and posted that, and now I am like actually getting ready for the day because I need to film today. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly put some makeup on. I just got out of the shower. Obviously, my hair is drying. I'm probably gonna braid it once it gets a little bit drier. We also took the dogs for a walk and we actually got lost, which is so funny because it's a trail that we've been on a million times. And we got like completely lost, had to retrace our steps and go back. And it turns out that we had taken a wrong turn because an extra, like a new trail had been created. Like the trails that we walk on are made up of like a whole bunch of different paths you can take. And we're also just like really in this like really intently having this conversation about, I think about the fence or like just house stuff. And we weren't paying attention to where we were going, and yeah, we totally turned onto a new trail that we obviously had never been on before because it was new. And I kept like looking, we're like, this doesn't look familiar, and I was like, oh, maybe it's because they like widened the trail or something, because I could see like freshly cut trees along the side, if that makes any sense. So I was like, oh, maybe we don't recognize it because they've like done some maintenance on it or something. But it turns out that the trees were cut because it's literally a new trail in there. Anyways, we found our way out, obviously, but yes, quite the adventure for this morning. We actually had to go to the paint store twice, too. We've kind of been all over the place today. So I've just been balancing that with trying to get some stuff done, like emails and answering comments and stuff like that, so I can feel like I am, you know, it's supposed to be a work day for me, so I could feel like I am actually doing something at the same time. I put way too much concealer on. This is like, I don't normally put this much. This is turning into like foundation. It's going everywhere, I guess. Anyways. Oh, I also read a couple more chapters of Brutes this morning. Man, that's a weird book. It's a really weird book. I'm actually almost done. I think I'm gonna finish it tonight, hopefully. And then my next read is going to be chosen by you guys. I posted in the community tab a poll of, I was debating between reading The God of the Woods or The Spell Shop next, and I've gotten so many comments about both of those books that they're really good. So I couldn't decide between them, so I figured I would post a poll and get your help. And it's literally like divided in half. It's like, I think right now it's sitting at 49 and 51%. 51 for The God of the Woods. But yeah, it's so crazy that it was so divided. I did not expect it to be like that, but I guess it makes sense because they're both books that people have been recommending, so I think they're both like highly loved books. But yeah, I'll probably pick tonight. We'll see which one is winning when I look at the poll tonight, and that will be the next book that I start. I've been like pretty on fire with my reading lately. I feel like I have not been like reading this many books in quite a while, but I've had 2 books recently that I finished in 3 days, because Brutes, I'm going to finish that today, and that's going to be 3 days it only took me to read. So it's kind of been nice to get a couple of these just like quick, snappy reads in here. Kind of just makes me feel like, I don't know, it's just satisfying. Not that you have to be like reading so many books, you know what I mean? Sometimes it feels like I'm reading books that take me forever, and I'm probably feeling that way because I read Babel last month, which took forever, and I was just kind of, you know, over it by the end. Okay, now that my face is doused in that concealer, man oh man, I don't know why I had such a heavy hand with that today. But so for the rest of the day, I think I'm going to do some stuff with my plants for a video, like do some plant chores, film that, and then I have a Patreon video that I need to film, and then I'm hoping to edit both of those. So that should keep me busy for the rest of the day. I planned out like when I need to film all of my videos for my main channel for basically the rest of the month so that I can have it done, because I realized that next week is the last week that I'm here before we're away for 10 days. So I was like, oh shoot. So I'm gonna try to get a lot of filming done this week, and I'm really hoping that that goes well for me. I just need to do it. I just need to power through. So I'm feeling really motivated right now, so hopefully that stays with me. Oh, also, I'm wearing the new Hoya shirt, and I was wearing the Monstera sweater, the one from Tropics Narcotics that I showed you last night. I was wearing that at the paint store this morning, and some random man asked to take a picture of it. So he took a picture of the back of it, and he was like, oh, my girlfriend would love this. Like, and he's talking about how there's plants all over their house, and he's like, oh, they're falling over, and I'm trying to like stake them up because they're just like, they're supposed to be in this one little spot, but they're just like taking over. And I was like, yeah, they tend to do that. And then he looks at my boyfriend and he's like, oh, I'm sure that you can you understand the struggle. And we're just like laughing. He's all too familiar with the crazy plant lady house vibes. Something else that I might do today is harvest my spaghetti squash, because I'm pretty sure that they're ready. I actually harvested one, the first one, like a week or so ago, but I gave it to my mom in her little veggie box that I put together for her. So hopefully that was good. I was like, I think that they're ready, and now they all look ready. So I'm like, I better go and harvest these soon. I really have not been doing a lot of stuff in the garden. I've just kind of been taking a step back from that. I like haven't planted anything. I don't really think I'm going to be planting. Well, I didn't. I would have already had to plant stuff for fall, and I didn't. So I'm not really going to be doing much of a fall garden. The only thing that I'll be putting in probably in October is garlic. So yeah, I mean, I'm already going to have to do a lot of stuff with like, you know, cleaning up the beds and everything. And I just felt too like, I just didn't want to put pressure on myself to have to maintain the garden throughout the fall and like grow all these things. I'm just going to do my lettuce grow when I get back, and that's going to be it. By the end of the gardening season, especially because this is the first year of like building that whole garden area from scratch basically, that was just so much work, especially towards the beginning of the season, that by now I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm ready for a bit of a break from the garden maintenance. So yeah, it's definitely going to be chill vibes until next spring. I'm hoping to be able to like get a lot of, you know, the yard tidied up and cleaned up over the winter. It's nice because we don't really get snow here. Like we'll sometimes get a couple weeks of snow, but for the most part we don't get a lot of snowfall. Mostly just rain. So you can kind of work on projects throughout the year if you don't mind being out in the rain, which I don't. Okay, I'm gonna quickly finish the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, I am ready for the day. I have my braids in. This is my go-to heat-free hairstyle. It is so quick to do, so convenient. I used to always only French braid my hair because I felt like it just looked better once I took it out to have it like all wavy. But then I just got like, it just, I don't know, became a bit of a hassle to do, I guess. Then I just started doing regular braids, and honestly, looks cute, and it also looks cute when I take them out. So I'll probably wear my hair in these braids today and tonight. I'll sleep with them, and then tomorrow I'll take them out and I'll have nice waves. So yeah, it's just so easy. I love it, and not damaging because I'm not using heat except for on my bangs. I do use heat on my bangs sometimes. I did this morning because they were looking just a little, I don't know. But I don't really count that because I trim my bangs so often that it doesn't even really matter if I use heat on them or not. At least that's how my girl math brain works. Oh! Oh my gosh. That was like the most aggressive. It was like full force. Hello everybody, it is now Friday evening and it's been a very cozy one so far. We went for a stunning walk in the rain. We are back into the rainy weather vibes for the weekend, which I'm so excited about. So we went for a walk in the rain, got pho, got a steep tea, and I just relaxed, watched some YouTube while I ate. And now I think it's about 6 o'clock and I really want to just get cozy for the night and maybe organize my bookshelves like I've been talking about. I really just want to go through everything on here. I was kind of thinking about maybe trying to curate or like make a little section of my books that I want to read for the fall and winter. So I might go ahead and do that. I mean, I also have the Calyx shelf that has books on it, and then I have my book cart, but this is the main one that is a mess and is like the most visible on a day-to-day basis because it's just like right in the middle of the bedroom and I always walk by it and it's just like there's books stacked up there and it just looks kind of crazy. So I kind of want to go through that. Also need to paint my nails tonight. I took my nail polish off earlier this afternoon and put my nail strengthener on because I'm trying to get into the habit of doing that like hours before I actually go to paint my nails, or else it's just like too many layers to do at once. So I still have to choose my nail polish color. We'll do that and then paint my nails tonight. I'm just feeling the cozy vibe, so I thought we could just kind of have a cozy evening together. I'm going to start my cozy evening by hopping in the shower. I need to wash my hair tonight, and then I'm probably just gonna get in my pajamas and just, yeah, I want to be nice and comfortable, so I am gonna go do that. Okay, I am out of the shower. The vibes are immaculate right now. So cozy. Literally nothing can beat like cozy autumn, even winter vibes. I feel like I'm becoming a winter girly. I used to always hate the winter so much, but now I'm just looking forward to just the like slow, cozy, relaxed feeling that the winter brings. So yeah. I'm also in the process of washing the bedding. Olive has made herself a nest in this green blanket here. It just came out of the dryer, so it's nice and warm. That's nice, huh, girl? So this is what we are working with. I did recently get some cute little things from the dollar store that I thought I would decorate this bookcase with. I have this little pumpkin and then just a couple of these little like, I don't know, cottagey like cute little things. They're like made of plants. I don't know, I thought they were really cute, so I grabbed those. I also have like random jewelry up here. Like I just need to kind of like clean everything up. Literally like, what is this, A&W coupons here? Like what the heck? Oh, it's such a hot mess. I wish that there was somewhere else to put all of these games, but there isn't really. My boyfriend has a game shelf and it's completely full. So these are all the games that I like. These are like my games, aka the fun ones that do not make me want to catapult myself out the window. So I guess I'll just work with the rest of the space where the games are not existing. So there's definitely some books that I want to take off of here, like books that I've hated, such as this one, Exhibit A. Literally DNF'd this so fast. Like I don't even know how far I got up to. I don't have a bookmark or anything in here, but I did not read much. I did not need to read much. This was so bad, and I was really excited to read this last fall, but it was just like, oh my god, every second line was a cheesy baking simile. Yeah, the writing was atrocious, if I'm being honest. It was just way, way, way too overdone. So hated that, gave it 1 star. I think that that is the only book that I've given 1 star. Or wait, that wasn't even this year. I think that was last year. Another horrendous book, The Spanish Love Deception. I suffered through this whole thing. Don't know why I didn't DNF it, but I literally hated this. So, I mean, it wasn't as bad as that other one, but it was still not good. This one I didn't hate, but I think I gave it 2 stars. I was just severely disappointed. I felt like this was so hyped up, and like the premise of this novel is, or not, I mean, is it a novel? I guess technically. It's short, but the premise of this is so cool. It's like magical cafe settings. You go and sit at this certain table in the cafe, and then you can time travel. I thought that these stories were going to be like so emotional and heartfelt because people would time travel to like, you know, important moments or to see important people and like unresolved things. It had the potential to be so good. And I think, and I've heard other people say this, that perhaps it's because of the translation, but it just did not hit. Like, none of the stories made me emotional. It was just very disappointing, unfortunately. So these I will probably put in a little free library or something, but they're definitely coming off my shelf because I just, no. Okay, apparently this mic only has 10% battery, but I thought it would be convenient if I pop you on a tripod and then I can just like put the mic there. Is that gonna work? Hopefully, so that I can be like facing the bookshelf. This box is a book that I ordered for a friend that I need to mail off to her. I've been procrastinating that, so I need to actually move this somewhere where I'm gonna see it and remember to do that. I should do it next week, actually. So let's get that off of the shelf. This can come off as well. I'm going to put this somewhere else. This was one of my favorite books of 2023. So good. I loved it. I think I want to put like my, I don't know where I should put my nonfiction books. What should I do with these? Maybe I'll move my nonfiction to down here with the board games. I think I might do that. I kind of like that idea better. So I have lots of houseplant books and gardening books. Green Thumb. The New Plant Parent. This is my most sentimental plant book because I got this when I first started getting into houseplants and I was obsessed, like literally just trying to absorb all of the knowledge that I could from this book. It was so good. So yeah, that's a special one. What is this stuff? Butcher Gardens tickets. Oh, The Watchers. That was such a bad movie. These are my plant cards. I'm actually going to be using these for an upcoming video, so dust those off. I should sit down and color sometime. I feel like that's something that I'm always like, that's such a great idea. That would be such a relaxing thing to do, and then I just never get around to doing it, so I should make this a priority. I was actually thinking of filming another cozy hobby evening video because I posted one of those a few months ago, like I think it was near my birthday, so I think it was in June, and I really love doing that because it just, I don't know, I feel like I never set aside time to just take a whole evening to just do like relaxing, like little artsy things. I could totally do this in one of those vlogs, so maybe I'll do another video like that soon. Another plant book. More gardening books. More tickets. Oh, this is a bookmark. And then a ticket. Oh, to Dan Mangan. Oh my goodness, Dan Mangan is so good. If you haven't heard his music, that was such a good show. Oh my gosh, the Songs of Sirens collection. Oh, how stunning. I guess I kept this little card. Was that the first collection that Mooncat sent me? Maybe that's why I kept it. It was either the songs, no, I think that the Seasons of Persephone one was actually the first collection that they sent me. But I like to keep these because I'm just so grateful. Like, I still can't believe that I am on Mooncat's PR list. Like, that is literally insane. Okay, so The Wishing Game, I've read this. I kind of like to keep my books that I have read, like, together in a different shelf. I have read a lot of these now, so maybe I'll just make a pile for now, because I don't really know how I'm going to be organizing yet. Okay, Night Shift by Stephen King. I've read this. This is my first Stephen King. It's a collection of short stories. I really loved this. Yeah. Fairtown, literally hated this. In fact, let's put this in the little free library pile. The Silent Patient. This is a thriller. I've already read this. I don't think that I would read it again. And, I mean, this was good, but yeah, it was good. I kind of forget, like, everything that happened in this novel, to be honest. Like, I probably could reread it and I would have no idea, like, what the twist is. But I'm not gonna reread it. Same with this one. I love Ruth Ware, but I don't think that I would be rereading this again. So, I don't know. I could see if my mom wants it. So I'll just move those to my read pile. Okay, so now we're getting into some of my unread books. My Dark Vanessa. I think I actually do want to read. Oh, maybe I should take everything off and dust in here. That's a good idea. Okay, so I'm just separating these all into piles. This is going to be my unread pile over here. And then I've read this. I've read this. This is really good. The Wife Upstairs. This is just a journal / notebook. Another plant book. Okay, so for this top shelf, I kind of want it to be like my up next books that I want to read throughout the next season, or like the upcoming season or the current season or whatever. So right now I'm going to be putting the books that I want to read in September and October. I showed you my September possibilities to read in the last vlog, so I need to go get that stack of books. I'm actually already on my 3rd book of September, which is really impressive. Normally I feel like it takes me, well, I think I've just been like having trouble getting through books quickly, but I'm already on my 3rd book of the month, which is pretty cool. I'll give y'all a little reading update. I did finish Brutes, and I am currently reading The God of the Woods, which is so good so far. So yeah, I really need to give you a reading update. So these are the books that I will be reading soon. I think the next one I'm going to read after I'm finished The God of the Woods is The Spell Shop, which is supposed to be stunning. So I'm excited about that. And then the rest of my September options. This I'm very excited about. Very dark vibes so far. It's definitely giving fall. Okay, now I have a pile of some of the recent spooky books that I've bought that I'm hoping to get to I'm hoping to get to some of them in October. These ones for sure. Oh my gosh, this shelf is just gonna be like such a vibe. Such a vibe. Okay, now that I have those on here, I think I'm basically just gonna fill up the rest of the shelf with anything that is giving me like fall, winter vibes. So most of my lighthearted reads I like to save, unless it's like a cozy fantasy. That gives me cozy winter vibes, but most of my like lighthearted kind of books I will probably save for closer to the spring. So I'm just gonna choose the ones that are giving me like fall, winter vibes to fill up the rest of this shelf.
the train ride just to see you. Ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. Run away from home, why don't you? 'Cause I did the same just for you. You don't know how much I love you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. I don't wanna stay with you just to have to leave. If it isn't meant to be, you'll still be here eternally. I don't wanna say goodbye, I have just arrived. If it isn't meant to be, you'll still be here eternally. I hope to make you my own for the train ride home. I hope to make you my own for the train ride home. I hope to make you my own for the train ride home. I hope to make you my own. Saw you paint a picture of a face, a face that wasn't even close to mine. I know I shouldn't be in love, but it's so hard to move on. You haven't changed, you stayed the same. But if you did, I'd still love you anyway. I'd give you the world like I promised I would, even though you wouldn't do the same. I'd give you the world like I promised I would, even though you wouldn't do the same. Had this conversation more than 10 times. After 9, I still wish you were mine. Haven't ate in 7 days, 'cause I've been up till 6 a.m. Wrote 5 songs all just for you. 3 of them I can't bear listening to.
Okay, hello. I just got out of the tub, but I wanted to show you how the bookshelf turned out. It looks a million times better. Also, my boyfriend was saying that maybe we should move the games off, so maybe we'll end up moving the games off. I mean, for now, I'm happy to have them on here. But yeah, it just looks so much more organized, and the top isn't all cluttered anymore. Thank goodness. I moved the spell shop up here because I thought that it looked super cute with this little, like, this just suits it, I feel. So that's going to be my next read. Really excited about that. And then I just put this little one here, and then I have these books right here with my little pumpkin. So yeah, that's how this one turned out. And then I kind of rearranged and moved some more books over to the book cart here. There's not really any rhyme or reason to all of these books. I mean, I guess the one thing, actually, no, that's not even true. I was going to say they all haven't been read, but some of them actually have been read. So yeah, these are just kind of books that I wanted to give a home. A lot of them were just randomly sitting around the room, so they now are all on here, and yeah, nice and organized, a lot better. I do still have some books up here. These are some of my most recent book of the month picks. So I like having books up here. I think that it just looks cute on top of the plant shelf, so those can stay. And then behind, these are the books that I'm going to be getting rid of. They're just stacked there backwards because I don't really have anywhere to put them. I'll have to take them and actually do that one day, but for now, they're just gonna sit there. And then I didn't really do much to this shelf here. I just kind of tidied it up, I think. I did move some books out here, like the Emily Henry one. Mostly hardbacks here, and then mostly paperbacks here with some of the hardbacks on top. And then these are books that I've read. This is supposed to be my section of like books that I really loved. So Song of Achilles, Where the Crawdads Sing. Yeah, like all, well, from here, I really loved Piranesi. That needs to be moved over. This little cubby was supposed to be books that I really loved, so I have a lot of my 5-star reads here, but then there's also books that are not 5-star reads. I actually did not like this one, did not like this one, and then some of the other ones were just like, okay. I would like to one day just have like all of my favorite books all together, so that's kind of the eventual plan, but for now, it's just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a reading update before I let you go. So the last book that I finished was Brutes by Diz Tate. This ended up taking me 4 days to read. I was flying through this. I could have finished it in 3, but I think I just ended up getting kind of busy. This is the kind of book that I finished it, closed it up, and was like, what the heck was that? Like, what the actual heck was that? And immediately opened Reddit and started searching for other people's thoughts and reflections on the book because it was just so bizarre. I feel like for the first 85% of the book, it was very, I mean, it was still written very like poetically, and if you don't like that kind of writing, I don't think, I mean, yeah, I don't think this is for a lot of people probably, because when I've read other books that are kind of more obscure, like Our Wives Under the Sea, I know a lot of people didn't like it, so this is kind of like, you know, same kind of just like weird literary fiction vibes. But for most of the book, it was actually very straightforward and easy to follow. Like I could like get what was going on. But then the end just totally went off the rails. It was like, it was very like fever dreamy. I was like, what the heck is going on here? So I do not know what to make of this. I feel like I want to reread this and like pick up on more things. And for that reason, I ended up giving it a 4.5 stars. Really enjoyed this. Really love a book that is open to interpretation, and a lot of what's in here is open to the reader's interpretation. In my Goodreads review, I wrote that this is like if Ethel Cain wrote Bunny, and that's very much the vibe. So yeah, that was a really good one. Definitely lived up to my expectations. Okay, so my current read, The God of the Woods by Liz Moore, as voted by y'all for me to read next. When I looked at the poll, it was like 51% for this one and 49% for the spell shop, so it was such a close vote. But yeah, this one won, so that is what I'm currently reading. I'm like 131 pages into this so far, and I'm absolutely obsessed. I'm getting 5-star vibes. It is so freaking good. So this book is about a summer camp that's on the property of these really wealthy people. They like own a bunch of land and decided to open a summer camp there. And well, there's a bunch of different timelines for this, but it starts out in 1975 where a 14-year-old girl goes missing, and it's the daughter of these like rich people that own the place. And we also find out that her brother, like however many years ago, 14 years ago, her brother went missing as well. So everyone's like, what are the chances that the daughter has gone missing now? Like, this is so insane. We go into all these different timelines. So we go to like back when the brother went missing, and slowly we're finding out more about this family and their friends, and just everybody that's kind of involved with the summer camp and with the family. It's definitely giving like literary drama mystery vibes, but I'm like eating it up. We're unraveling some dark secrets, and I am so curious to just find out what the heck is going on. This reads like watching a movie. Like, I can picture everything so vividly in my mind because it's just so incredibly well written. So yeah, I'll definitely keep y'all updated, obviously in the next vlog. Hopefully I'll finish it in the next vlog. This thing is a chunker. This is like 500 and something pages, so I mean, I want to fly through it. Like, it's a good enough book. Okay, it's 480 something pages. It's a good enough book that I literally could just fly through this, but I do have a really busy week because I'm prepping to leave literally in a week now. So I'm hoping to finish this before I go. Some really great reads lately, which has been very exciting. Oh, and I'm currently listening to Circe. Oh my gosh, let me go grab Circe. Okay, yeah, so like I said, I'm currently listening to Circe by Madeline Miller on Audible, but I do have the physical copy because I attempted to read this book in 2022 and I only got up to page 108 and then I DNF'd, which is really sad and honestly kind of shocking because this seems like it should be so up my alley. First of all, written by Madeline Miller, who's literally phenomenal. Song of Achilles, her other book, is one of my like all-time favorite books. Nothing has put me in a book hangover like that one did. It was so, so good. So obviously I was super excited to read Circe. And then when I heard people talk about Circe, they were talking about like, it's like witchy female rage. So I was like, oh my God, this is going to be the best thing ever. Sounds so up my alley. But I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. Like, I remember just being kind of bored, but it was always kind of like a softie enough. Like, I was always like, maybe in the future I'll try again and I'll really enjoy this. Like, maybe it's just a timing thing, I don't know. So fast forward to now, it's currently our book club pick for September in my book club that was voted on for everybody. So the way that my book club works, which is just a very like casual thing, it's a perk of my Patreon for my main YouTube channel. But the way that it works is people can submit their suggestions every month and then we all vote on them, and I don't put any suggestions out because I just want it to be like what everyone else wants to read, you know what I mean? So anyways, Circe is our book for September, so I was like, oh perfect, I can try to read it again. But you know, I had like just finished Babel and I was like, I don't know if I can take another book that I'm kind of like not super excited by. So that's why I ended up getting it on Audible, because I figured maybe it would be better to listen to. And I started listening to it and I was just so overwhelmed. Like, if you've read Greek mythology retellings, then you know that there's like a million names, these like confusing names, and at least for me, because I don't know anything about Greek mythology. But yeah, it was really confusing when I first started listening to it. However, now I've been listening to it a little bit more, not a lot. Like, I'm still only probably 10% of the way through the book, but I feel like I might actually like it now. Like, I'm warming up to it and I'm kind of curious to listen to the rest of the book. So we'll see what happens. I really, really hope that I end up loving it. Like, there's no denying that Madeline Miller is just such an incredible writer and I want to love Circe so bad. I just think that Greek mythology retelling is kind of, you know, like they are a type of fantasy and I really struggle with fantasy, like to get into it as a genre. But then there's been some that I've really enjoyed, like the Song of Achilles, so I'm just gonna keep trying. Anyways, currently listening to Circe. It's going to be it for this week's weekly vlog. I hope that you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!